right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday morning. It is October the 14th. What? Rise and shine. Good morning, everybody. I'm West 2 First Warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. Weather-wise, I'm sitting outside, because this is where I've got internet. so there's that. But also B, I mean, it's like delicious outside. I'm not the only one that feels that way, right? Right? You guys have to agree. There's there's some taste of fall in the air. This is what dreams are made of. And look outside live, right? Like Port Canaveral looking just fantastic. Utopia on the right. I see another boat heading on out. It's a clear sky. This is absolutely perfect weather. Let me take you to the Kennedy Space Center, where in just a few hours, there's Falcon Heavy ready to go fly. Europa Clipper on there, heading to one of the moons of Jupiter, is it? I believe it's Jupiter. One of the moons of Jupiter. See if there's any life-sustaining ingredients there. Be kind of interesting to see. Wow, it's going to be a beautiful morning for a launch. Hopefully we'll get a launch just after lunchtime today. Of course, we'll have live coverage on WESH 2 News. But there's the rocket. Hey, it's in the vertical position. That's always a good sign. Up the shoreline to New Smyrna Beach. Oh, man, come on. This is how you could tell that we've started that transition to the dry season, when there's a look to the atmosphere, isn't there? All right, let's head inland, see what's doing. Orlando International Airport, tower cam, has been beautiful all morning. Yeah, it's a good day to fly. Really good day. Orlando, down, blah, 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 blah. I did the night shift last night, so if I'm a little not perfect, don't judge me. Downtown Orlando, the sunrise is gorgeous. Let me take you to Tavares quickly, see what's doing there. This is always such a pretty shot. It's so pretty. And last but not least, Ocala. You're looking really good. Ocala, when I was tracking temperatures late last night, you were in the mid 60s. Now look at you. Now look at you. 55 degrees? What? Oh my God. Hold on. I got to look at some of these other temperatures around Marion County. I have to. Don't judge me. Okay? Oh my gosh. 58 in Reddick, 59 Fort McCoy, 63 on the shoreline of Lake Weir. It's 59 on Marion County's side of the villages. Look at how nice that is. All right, I had to. Anyway, it's stunning outside, even if it's warmer in your neighborhood. I mean, it's 69 here in Orlando, and it's so nice outside. 70 in Melbourne, 68 Daytona Beach. I still love this weather. Forecast today does warm us up, much like yesterday. Michael says 58, that's jacket weather. It kind of is, right? 79, 11 o'clock, 86 by 1 p.m., and 88 degrees our high temperature today. So it's great. It's great. It's super, super great. I had to grab my robe. I'm freezing, Jessica says. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Jen, it was great seeing you. Hope you're having a great morning. Hope you had a great Sunday. So today's forecast is looking good. A couple of clouds. Rain chances aren't exactly there. We're really looking good. Everybody have a good weekend. Are we ready for a good week ahead? Man, it's beautiful. It's been beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. We've got just a fantastic stretch. I'm so excited to share this weather with you. All right, so let's talk about today's high temperatures. Let's start there and just kind of set the stage, because yes, we'll talk tropics. Yes, we'll talk temperatures. Let's just start with today. So it's going to be a little warmer than average today. 88 degrees our high temperature in Orlando, 87 in Sanford, 86 this afternoon in Daytona Beach. Yeah, it's going to be a little warmer than average. Not a big shocker, but it is what it is, right? We can manage that sort of thing. Now, look at what happens here over the next couple of days, all right? So we've got this beautiful sunny stretch, but what is that blue line north of us? You know? Anybody? I know some weather nerd in here knows. All right, I'll just tell you. It's a cold front. It's a cold front. So yeah, we're sunny. We're gorgeous today. We're sunny and gorgeous tomorrow. Of course, they wait until I'm doing, I guess it makes sense. Everybody waits to mow the grass about 8 o'clock, right when I'm doing coffee time. It just makes sense. All right. Anyway, by Wednesday, temperatures are getting cooler. Thursday, they're looking so nice. Y'all, we've got a great stretch of weather. Look at the muggy meter this week. Dew points feel great now. They'll feel great tomorrow even. It'll be comfy, not pleasant. So like a tick up. But dew points on Wednesday, Thursday are in the 50s. And that's in the metro. Okay? So let's talk about these readings. Okay? Our next couple of days are going to be gorgeous. Today, it's going to be nice and it's going to be warm. Let's look, and I'm just going to take you kind of day by day here. Let's start off with Tuesday afternoon. Okay, tomorrow afternoon, another nice day. It will be warm though, highs mid to upper 80s, right? It'll be fine, nothing crazy. Wednesday morning, another lovely morning, lovely with temperatures in the 60s. Ocala, you'll be a little warmer than this morning, still in the 60s, upper 50s in some spots. That's still excellent. Wednesday afternoon, though, take a minute. Let this shock reverberate around your system. 73 in Orlando, in Ocala for a high temperature, 78 in Orlando for a high temperature. Brevard, I know you'll hit 80, but Brevard, you're hitting 80. Okay? Now, Thursday morning, let's take a gander. If this plays out the way that it's looking right now, if this plays out, we could potentially taste some 40s in Marion County. Yeah. Am I hyping it? You're darn right. I would say I'm no hype. And I guess I should really accept the fact that I hype cold fronts. Like, I'm not going to tell you incorrect information, but am I going to try and make it a huge deal? You darn right I am. So, okay, I hype cold fronts. Sorry. But yeah, that's Thursday morning. Oh, man. Even in Brevard County, Melbourne, you'll be at 68. Thursday afternoon looking outstanding. 70s area wide. Friday morning. So nice. So nice. Here's Friday's morning low temperatures. Another beautiful start. Friday afternoon, another beautiful finish. But you can see those temperatures start to come up little bit by little bit by little bit. So yeah, it's, we return to average. Great looking forecast. So let's look at the 7-day forecast together then, all right? It's gorgeous. Yeah, we've got that little bit of a temperature drop off, and then it comes back a little bit. Still looking good though. For any outdoor plans, my goodness, please enjoy. Please enjoy. Jessica says cold fronts deserve hype. I would think so. Jamie's asking, nope, we still don't have internet at the house. Nope. But I am grateful. I am beyond grateful. Well, the internet will come back. I hope crews are prioritizing the power for the folks that don't have power. And to that point, let's just check in. I haven't seen this morning. I know that when I went to bed, though, yesterday, it was amazing how quickly the power was turning back on. Yeah, here's a look at the power outages around Central Florida. I mean, these numbers were in the hundreds of thousands just a few days ago. Look at that. Volusia County, 10,000 without power. Polk County, 10,000 without power. Still a lot of people. But those power crews, the linemen and line women, are working so hard. So, hey, they're getting there. And I look forward to, in the not so distant future, having no colors on this map, which is clearly the desire, without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah, the daycare my youngest goes to is still without power this morning. Oh man, it's with a widespread system like a hurricane, it's just not going to come back instantly, So I've really got to get a round of applause for those folks, the linemen and line women that are working those 16-hour days, because my gosh, These numbers are dramatically changing, and it's because of their hard work and the folks in the offices and anyone that's helping the state of Florida, or the Carolinas, or anyone impacted by these disasters. My brother Frank says we don't have cable or internet and still have to boil water, but the tree laying on the power line in the backyard makes me nervous. Well, yeah, that would make me nervous too. I get that. Still no power in Dade City. I mean, it's coming on, But at one point we were at like 30% of Florida without power. Let's see where we are. I mean, yeah, 3%, 3.5% of the state is without power. What a turnaround! And when we look at the different, I mean, like Pinellas with 20, what is that, 23% without power? That's a huge turnaround. You know, Yukon says, I don't care what the complainers say. FPL has done a great job over the 20 years since '04. I mean, I feel like everybody, all of these utilities have done incredible work to fortify their lines, to bury some lines, and then when things return, to get them to return quick. Rita says it best. Yeah, that's pretty impressive return rates. It's really remarkable. Really remarkable. Eric says, how we never lost power given that nearly everyone to my left and right lost power was mind-boggling. I say it happened because I bought a generator this year. Whatever they say, right? Whatever works. The neighbors and I have been providing food and drinks for them. We appreciate the people restoring the power, especially the out-of-state workers. Yeah. These people have families too, and they've left their families to help you and I. So, yeah, I don't have power, or excuse me, I don't have internet. I'm not. It's fine. I'll make do. I'm just grateful for those that were hit much harder than I, um, hopefully getting their lives one step by one step by one step back on track, because that's, in these moments, that's what it's all about. Truthfully, that's what it's all about. All right, so still dealing with impacts from Milton in terms of the rivers. The St. Johns River is still at flood stage across many of those locations. The St. Johns and Astor, for example, this is kind of wild in the worst possible way. 4.7 feet was this unattainable number from Ian. That was the number we made it up to on the St. Johns. Can't believe we ever got to 4.7 feet. It was massive flooding. Then with Milton, the St. Johns at Astor got to 4.83. It crested higher. That's wild to me. Now, thankfully it started to come down, but we're still at major flood stage, and it's going to be that way more than likely all week long. The St. Johns River at DeLand, still at major flood stage. St. John's at Sanford and Lake Harney, a bit lower, but yeah. So at least when it comes to Astor, the river has crested, though it's still working its way through. The St. Johns is not the fastest flowing river, so it's going to take some time. It's going to really take some time for these levels to come down. Little bit by little bit by little bit. I'll tell you what helps. Cold fronts help. So at least we've got that in the forecast for us, a mainly dry forecast. Again, here, I'll show you the 7-day forecast, and then we can take a look and see what's doing with the tropics. Okay? Yeah, mostly dry conditions. That's the best. That's what we need to be able to get that St. John's dropping, right? We had some places evacuated yesterday in Claremont for flooding post-storm. Wild to see the lake so high. Many boat docks snapped in half. We'll never win against Mother Nature. Every time I go up in Chopper 2 after a hurricane, I'm always amazed at the line of delineation that you and I, humans, said that's where the ocean ends. And for the most part, it's fine. But then when you get a storm, you see that line because that's where the seawalls are, and you always see the little breaks in it from where Mother Nature said, I still run things around here, right? And it's so sad because for the people that live there, Mother Nature giveth, Mother Nature taketh away, right? So it's sad. All of us live in such a beautiful area, but it's like Tornado Alley. It's beautiful in another way, and Mother Nature does another thing over there. So yeah, John, rule number 1, water always wins. Isn't that the truth? Man, isn't that the truth? All right. So that's kind of our 7-day from good. Any questions about our local forecast before we step into the tropics and see what's doing out there? Sit around, we can chat about it. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I'll deserve a little coffee in the morning. Coffee's good. Coffee's good. Yeah. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything from anybody about anything? We good? Otherwise, we'll step into the tropics. Yeah, Janice says you have to take the good with the bad. YOLO, they've gotten a lot better with restoring power. When Irma hit, we were literally without power for 2 months plus. I didn't mean that as euphemism. I mean, we literally didn't have power for over 2 months. That's wild. That's wild. So then I would agree. Hi, Stella. Hi, sweet baby. I would agree. They've gotten better. Yeah. Rita says, I don't want to talk about other nights during the season. Me either. So we'll move on. All right. To the tropics, my friends. Obviously, we had some of that garbage on social media, the fake stuff. People talking about Nadine is coming. Nadine is coming. Well, lo and behold, Nadine didn't come. At least not, not any. There's nothing at Nadine or nothing named Nadine yet. I love when people are like, well, we'll see how this ages. And I'm like, people were talking about it hitting next week. It's next week and there's no storm. Now, a couple things. First off, the next name on the list is Nadine. So there very likely will be a Nadine. It's not hitting Florida this week. Nothing out there looking, So perspective, okay? See how this ages. Well, it'll age fine because it's next week already and there's no Nadine. There is something in the tropics, okay? Way out there. Let me take you in a little closer. Zoomed in shot here, and I've got the satellite on like it's higher resolution mode. And on the right, those are the Cabo Verde Islands. They're just off the coast of Africa. To give you your bearings, we are way in the middle of nowhere. And if you look at the center of your screen, there's a real loose spin with some very limited convection. That's Invest 94. It says essentially it will not be forming the next couple of days, but by like late this upcoming week, it could try to form. Now, the social media people, hey, there's Nadine. The cone everybody was sharing came from the Caribbean, but okay. Also, it's very difficult to get a storm from there to hit us here this time of year because cold fronts are beginning. Hence the first few minutes of our coffee talk today discussing cold fronts. Cold fronts like to either recurve these things out to sea or keep them well south of us. Okay, so next 7-ish days, computer forecast models showing a general west-northwest trek. And then after that, you see that the lines start to spread out because at that point, the models have to figure out, is it going to go south or is it going to go north? Again, cold fronts will be beginning. Thus, it will be very difficult for this to hit us. Okay? So, that's those models. But remember, those spaghetti plots only go out so far. So this is where we have to dial into some globals. And we'll do that so that you understand what's happening here. All right, I'm just going to fast forward. This is the American GFS. There it is on the right side. There's a little CAG deal in the Caribbean. See, you get the full package when you hang out with us for the coffee talk. All right, so you got a little CAG south of us. You got 94 north of Puerto Rico, and right in the area, a little something else popping up. Doing its thing. Yeah, that's the latest GFS. High pressure building in. We're looking nice. This time of year, this time of year, big surprise from last week, you really need to watch the Gulf. So, yeah. There's a couple things that models are trying to pop up. Nothing crazy. We'll go back. Let's check the GFS ensembles. Make sure that the ensembles are Doing the same idea here. Up, 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 up. Ensemble showing something in the Caribbean. Yeah. Ensembles are all over the place, but you can very clearly see, like, at the very end, like the 27th to 28th, like maybe something. One ensemble member has something. Where? The Gulf, because that is the area that we'd have to watch. But 1 out of 30 ensembles. All right. All right, let's look over the European. Normalized anomaly. Hello, Stella. I have not forgotten about you, sweet girl. I know, my needy little princess. All right. Switch over to the 0Z because it goes out further. European has something east, north, goes, hangs out like right over the Turks and Caicos, and then stops in its tracks and then gets yanked out because that's the way the upper patterns work. All right. What about the European ensembles? Very clearly, what you don't see is a bunch of chaos. You don't see a bunch of storm in unison heading to us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So there you go. I mean, I think that should be very clear to us that, yeah, all right. So there's some stuff that may be developing. The threats aren't significant. So let's just sit back, relax. We'll watch these spaghetti plots. Again, they only go out so far. Perspective is the key when it comes to these things. So, all right. I am not worried. I hope you're not worried. That's why we're here together. We're here together. We gathered here today to keep your anxiety for the tropics down to a minimum. All right. So there you go. We've got a really nice forecast. I'm a stress case. Don't be a stress case. Janice is asking how's Stella doing. She's getting old. She's destroying my bank account with medications and things to help her. She's starting her she's starting math, we'll say. Hopefully not too quick. I'm doing everything I can to slow it, but she's starting not anxiety, arthritis and kidney disease. So we'll take care of my sweet Stella. All I'm going to do is give her the every bit that I can. Give her every bit of what I can. Right, Stella? Yeah. Yukon, yeah, I can't. I couldn't do that. All right. So hurricane season runs through the end of November. Of course, we'll be watching. We'll keep you up to date. You know. Oh my goodness gracious, Jesse. I'm so sorry to read that. I'm so sorry to read that. No, we don't deserve pets. Oh man. All right. It's beautiful, guys, gals. It's beautiful. Let's just enjoy what we have. And yes, if anything were to happen us tropically, we'll be there for you. But just understand that at this point, there's nothing threatening us. There's going to be stuff popping up. There's always going to be stuff popping up. Don't worry about it. Michael says, time to decorate for Halloween. My inflatables are out. I did it. You should too. Decorate for Halloween. Let's hope to heck that we don't have to take anything down. If we do, we'll let you know. All right? All right. Thank you all for hanging out for coffee talk. I'm going to end a couple minutes early. I'm tired. You're tired of me. I'm tired of the bad weather. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's all good. Have a great day. Take care, everybody. We'll see y'all later.